Hi, we are so glad that you found this video of our children messages from Pine Island United Methodist Church. If you've watched a few of these, well, we hope that you're enjoying them. If this is the first time that you found us, well, welcome. We hope that you'll check out some more of them. For all of God's children means that children's sermons are not just for the young. They're for all of us, the young at heart, and for all of God's children. If you want to see more of these, check out our YouTube channel. Here's a QR code. And more information can be found at piumc.org. So let's see what I said to God's children this week as part of our online church and digital ministry. Yeah, I'm on, right? Yeah. Boy, Joel, if they wouldn't put that last note on, we would be kind of sitting there for a while. So, well, good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning? Well, good. Well, this morning, I want to tell a story about a special woman. Her name is Mary, okay? And it's not Mary, the mother of Jesus. It's another Mary. And she had a brother named Lazarus. And Lazarus died. Do you think she was sad? Yeah, she was really, really sad. And Jesus came to visit, and she was really, really still sad. And she said, "Oh, Jesus, if you've only been here, oh, my brother wouldn't have died." And she was kind of angry at Jesus, too, I think. Okay? So she was really sad and kind of a little bit angry. You know how that goes, right? She was so disappointed that her brother was dead. And then Jesus, he goes to where her brother Lazarus is. Okay, he's like in a tomb. He's kind of like a cave. And he says, "Hey, Lazarus, come out." And what happens? He came out. He was brought back to life. Now, do you think Mary was happy? She was really, really happy. Would you be really happy? Yeah. It was an amazing thing. And then they throw, like a little while later, they throw this dinner party, okay? And Lazarus is here, and Jesus is there, and Mary and Martha are there, and all the disciples. It was a pretty big party. Okay? But then Mary does something that was just blew their minds. That she took this really expensive stuff. It was kind of a perfume made of nard, okay? Or actually, today we call it spikenard. And she started to put it on Jesus' feet. Okay? And they got upset with her for doing that. Okay? But she did it because she loved Jesus so much. And she was so happy that her brother was alive. Isn't that neat? Good story? Hey, guess what I have in my backpack? I happen to have just a tiny bit of spikenard or nard. Okay, this is like the perfume that Mary used. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question. If you didn't hear, she said, "What does it smell like?" I will let you know. Okay, you ready? So I got this from, some of you might know Chaplain Kelly Adelsman from town, okay? She had just happened to have this. And I said, "Hey, could I just happen to borrow it for Sunday?" And she said yes. And I'm giving it back when we're done, because this I don't have, okay? So you ready? You just give them the back of your hand. Let me put it right there. Okay, can you smell it? Do you want some on yours? Okay. Okay. Now, can you imagine? It's not. Yeah, you probably wouldn't put that on your ice cream, right? But can you imagine if she took like a pound of this stuff and rubbed it all over? You know, you just got just a tiny, tiny little bit. But can you imagine how much a lot would smell like? Do you think it would like fill this whole room up with that smell? Okay. Now, it's not a smell that you're used to, is it? But this smell has some special qualities. Pastor or Chaplain Kelly was telling me about this, is that of all the different essential oils, okay, the perfumes and stuff, This one has a special quality that it calms people down and it almost starts to put them almost to sleep. So imagine if you had someone that you really loved and they were dead, would you be upset? Yeah. But as you would put this all over their body to help the body smell good, you would also calm down. Isn't that cool? So spikenard. Anybody else want some? Talk to me after this. Yeah. Jolene says, I don't know. Talk to me after the service. I'll get you set up. And we'll see if the fresh snaps work, and we'll see. You might taste it on your communion bread too, if I can't get it off my fingers. So, well, this I'm going to wash my thumb off, because you know how we do communion. Would you imagine having this stuff on your communion bread? No, you wouldn't. Okay, so we'll get that fixed. But that's what spikenard smells like. Perfume made of nard, and you know what? She did it because she loved Jesus and she was so thankful that her brother Lazarus was alive. Okay? Now, does Jesus love us? And are we thankful? So we have to think about what we want to do to show our appreciation and our love to Jesus too. Think being nice to people would be a good thing? And loving everybody? And helping people that need help? Yeah. So that's the way that we can kind of put that spikenard, that anointment, like Mary anointed Jesus' feet. So let's have a prayer, okay? Dear God, we thank you for Jesus and how he loves us. Help us to show our love for you and help us to live our lives like you ask us to. Amen. Okay. Well, you know what I got?
Tootsie Rolls.
I got spikenard flavored Tootsie Rolls. No, I don't. They're all wrapped up. They're just the regular Tootsie Rolls. So, you ready? I'll try to avoid my thumb. There we go. And there we go.